Hello guys, welcome to the next video of the interview series of the Doubt Horizon. So today we have someone who has proved that we should always dream big and work hard and enjoy the success and failures of all our activities. So here we have Hussein who has been placed in Techion company. And before proceeding to the interview, I would like you to please like our video and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on our in LinkedIn and Instagram page. So hi Hussein, how are you? Can you brief us about yourself?
Yeah, I'm Hussain Electricwala. I'm a final year CSC undergraduate at VIT Vellore. And this placement season, I was placed at Techion. So Techion visited our campus in August. So of 200 to 300 people who actually sat for the test and interviews, they finally offered 15 people an internship plus FT offer. So Tachyon is a Tachyon aims to build a cloud-based platform to provide a seamless experience between customers and car dealerships. So our CEO is actually Jay Vijayan, who was actually the CIO of Tesla. And over there, he was responsible for building the central nervous system of the whole Tesla platform for car retail services between customers and the dealerships. He aims to build what he built at Tesla and even better to uniformly scale the platform throughout the whole auto industry.
Okay, so that is great. So you have already given a brief introduction about yourself as well as the company. So can you
Yeah.
tell us about what Techion expects from the freshers?
So recently, as you can see, Techion just became a unicorn startup, and since it is a startup, they do expect certain kind of skill set from freshers. But I'd say, like any other company, Techion does expect a fresher to have at least his or her CS fundamentals strong. So you need to be good at OOPS. You need to be good at least one of any languages. You should have a good command over it. Your operating systems, your networks, your database management, and obviously your DSA needs to be strong.
Okay, so yeah, coming to the list of that unicorn startup, it is a very big achievement for a company. So yeah, to prepare, we need to prepare the theoretical subjects like OS, DBMS, networking, and all. And then the next question is like, what are the coding questions which are asked in the coding interview round, and how to tackle the interview questions? Can you brief us about that?
Yeah, sure. So actually, Tachyon was actually a 5 round process. The interview process was considered total 5 rounds. First was the online coding test. So it was actually hosted on HackerEarth, and we were given about 12 to 14 MCQs, technical MCQs, and one aptitude question. Technical MCQs were mostly based on output from Java, OOPS, technical subjects such as OS, and simple aptitude questions. And added to that was obviously 2 coding questions. So one coding question was based on text pre-processing on Fibonacci numbers, and second question was based on dynamic programming. So obviously, people need to at least solve one coding question and maybe partial on the second or both coding question and good MCQs to qualify for the next round. So around 200 people, 200 to 300 people sat for the interview, and finally for face-to-face interviews, about 29 people were shortlisted.
So that
And afterwards we had interview rounds. Yeah, afterwards we had 4 interview rounds. So of those, 2 were technical, one was managerial, and one was HR. So in my first technical interview itself, I had mainly 2 coding questions. First question was actually based on linked list. It was basically a simple coding question. You had given 2 linked lists represented by numbers. You had to add both the numbers, and the answer should be a number, which is the summation of both the linked list represented as numbers. And second and third question asked to me were given a binary tree. I had to connect nodes at the same level, and another final question asked regarding coding was that I had to return a list of a list in which each list contained the nodes at the same level of a binary tree. Now, I'd say all these questions were totally based on your data structures fundamentals, and it will happen that almost everyone will be able to solve all these questions when you're preparing for the placements. The only difference which will set you apart is how you are able to explain it to the interviewer. So what I used to do is while actually writing the code, I was also giving it really big, not big, but meaningful variable names. And I also used to write comments so to explain my whole logic. So that sat well with the interviewer. Addition to this, in the first technical round itself, I was asked several questions based on my OOPS fundamentals, polymorphism, different. He wrote the code and expected me to guess the output. So your OOPS fundamentals has to be very strong to clear the first technical interview. Coming to the second technical interview, again, given I was given a question on binary trees. So given a binary tree, I had to print the left view of the binary tree. Now, since due to this COVID season, the whole interviews have been shifted to virtual mode. So the only difference over here was he actually expected me to write the whole code, compile it, run it according to his test cases, and show it to him the answer. So for this, I had to build the whole binary tree. I had to write another in order function to verify my build, and then I had to explain and write my left view of a binary tree function. So, because I guess this was the most trickiest part because in an interview you might get fumbled, like you might semicolon here, a semicolon there. So it happened with me. So I was getting an error, but I didn't understand. I mean, the logic was correct. So it happened that I was taking the error was in my input itself. So you it happens with everyone. So you need to be a bit calm whenever you are in the interview. And yeah, so my first question was this, and it took about just 20 minutes to write the whole code. And he gave me different inputs. He expected me to explain the inputs. He expected me to actually draw the whole input. And then using comments, I had to show them that, okay, at this step, this will be the output. So after he was satisfied with this, he asked me to convert this code, left view of a binary tree. He asked me if can I convert this code to a right view of a binary tree, and I actually did. I think I just changed about 2 to 3 lines, and then I changed the left view to the right view of a binary tree. And he was again satisfied. Inputs were given, it was verified, and then was basically one real life technical question and one puzzles. So that is like those things are totally on you. How good of presence of mind you have, how quickly you can think on your feet. So with that, my both the technical rounds were over, and then I went to the managerial round. And managerial round was, I guess, 15 to 20 minutes max. It was based on your resume. And he saw one of my projects. It was a Sublime Text plugin, and he was interested in it. And he wanted to ask me about the projects which I discussed. So when it comes to your resume or managerial round, what they are actually asking you is first, what was your motivation for the project? Second, what were the difficulties that you faced? And third was, of all those difficulties that you face, how did you take it in yourself to overcome them? So if you follow this format, you can ace any resume based interview. So I had my 15 to 20 minute this round, and he was impressed. And I again went to the final HR round. Again, for me, the HR round was 5 minutes, I guess, 5 to 10 minutes max. It was just general discussion. The interview wanted to get a feel of how I am as a person. We discuss our interest in books, different kind of books, different authors. So yeah, so of all the 2 to 300 people, finally 15 people were offered internship plus FT roles, and I was one of them.
Congratulations for that selection. So as I can see,
Thank you.
there was a tough competition, like 200 people sat for the placement, and how many were selected? 15, I guess.
15, yeah.
15 was selected. It was a tough competition. So summarizing, you first aptitude questions were asked, and some theoretical questions in the written round, and then you had to go for 4 interviews, which consisted of 2 technical rounds and then 2 HR rounds.
One
And in the technical
one
round,
managerial, one HR.
yeah, one managerial and one HR. So technical rounds, they focused mainly on the data structure part, that is trees, and in-depth questions were
Yeah.
asked on that part. And then in the managerial round, they asked about your projects and everything. And then in HR, they asked about your interests as usual. So yeah, that is great.
Yeah.
So apart from this, can you tell us about your college journey? How has been your college journey so far? Yes.
Okay, so I was like obviously one of the first actually the eligibility for Techion was being a 9 pointer. So they had put
Yeah.
this eligibility that only 9 pointers were allowed to sit for the interviews. And initially I wasn't. So in my first semester I had 8.5 plus CGPA.
Okay.
So I knew like okay, this is for everyone. If your seniors say that CGPA doesn't matter for placement, they are lying. I've seen this placement season with many of my friends. CGPA does matter a lot. So try to focus on CGPA. So that's what I did. So after first semester, I knew that I had to improve my CGPA. So I focused on my CS fundamentals, OS, TBMS, and DSA, and I tried to pull my CGPA up to 9 till around third year. Contrary to other people, I was not a part of any chapter, not a part of any clubs. But that does being in a club or a chapter does not parallel directly affect your chances at placement. It is only if you go to clubs and chapters, yes, you will meet a lot of amazing people who share the same interest, but that does not affect your placement at all. I would also say that everyone needs to start working on the DSA and coding. That's the only way to get placed, guys.
Okay. So that is very important stuff. You said that CGPA matters a lot. When we enter the college, people say that, especially the seniors say that CGPA is not important. Focus on coding, focus on data structures. That is the thing which are generally asked. But what they don't say is that the shortlisting criteria is based only on the
Yes,
CGPA, nothing else. So yeah, you have to maintain a good
unfortunately, yes.
CGPA like 8.5, yeah, and 9 above. And for that, for you focused on the theoretical subjects like OS, DBMS from the starting. So that is very important for people. And then it comes to the coding round and the data structure part, which plays a major role. And speaking of the
Yes,
clubs and
yes.
chapters, you told the clubs and chapters, they don't really play an important role in the technical interviews and HR interviews, but I think they somewhat improve the personality, and you meet amazing people. Your connections
You
will
meet
be
different, yes, you meet different people.
yeah.
Yeah.
That is the thing about clubs and chapters. So yeah, it was great. So any advice you want to give to the first and second year students who don't have any idea about the placement and waiting for you people to just you know
Okay.
satisfy on the advice.
So yeah. So first of all, do maintain your CGPA. Try to maintain a CGPA of 8.5 plus, at least 8.5 plus. And definitely you need to focus on these subjects: operating systems, database management, networks, DSA, of course, and obviously operating OOPS. OOPS is also very important.
Okay.
After this, what comes is you might have heard that you need to actually balance between development and competitive programming. So what happens in placement season? Every first round for every big company is based on Hacker Earth or HackerRank. They're both competitive programming websites, and they will test you on your based off coding skills. So you definitely need to have I'd say, good command over your coding skills that you can choose to improve using CodeChef, Code Forces, Hacker Earth, HackerRank, or you can even just brush up and make your fundamental of DSA strong by going to websites such as Geek for Geeks or LeetCode. The development part will actually help you in setting your resume apart. So if you have really noticeable projects in your resume, so they can say, okay, you're not just about coding, you're also good in like you can also build actually the real life world applications. So that's where development comes in. So have coding as a first priority and do a bit of development in the field that you like, so that you could have good projects to showcase in your resume.
That is a good thing. Like coding and even I was also confused till third year what to do, development or competitive coding. So many of the juniors are still confused about what to choose between them. So yeah, coding is very development is very important, but for the selection criteria to a good company, the coding is the essential part. Like for focusing on the data structures and algorithms and everything. And the second thing you told
Yeah.
about preparing the theoretical subjects, you mentioned about the four subjects: OS, DBMS, then OOPS, and then what was the fourth
Networks,
subject?
TSA, OOPS.
Yeah, these are the subjects which had to be focused more, and then coding plus a little bit of development would also do. So yeah, so this was all about the interview. So thanks a lot, Hussein, for joining us today and giving us some
Thank
useful
you.
information. And I also hope that the people who are preparing for the placement season are benefited from this interview. So if you all want to connect with Hussein, please visit the LinkedIn profile and connect with him. The link to his LinkedIn profile is given in the description. So yeah, connect with him. So thank you once again, and let's end this meeting now. Thank you.
Like a bird on a tree,